On a roll. Okay, I'm still recording the journals that were written on 2/20. This one at 11:23 a.m., the Mayan day, still 9 serpent. Entering heart defined. The understanding, the communion keeps flowing this morning. I am so pleased. I am so blessed. Furthermore, I am deeply, humbly grateful. I am not doing any of this, you know, nor perhaps you don't. Just remember to listen from heart, so this will make better sense. Inner sense, innocence, for you. I just love words. Understanding is us. We are understanding, expanding out into the universes, into the multiverse, and beyond. There is always a beyond, which is beautiful. I am hearing beautiful music within. This often happens to most of us, of course, but I've learned to pay attention to just what is playing, being open to why. It is not always so simple as the last song we heard, of course. Well, it helps that I don't listen to music much, so what plays for me is more pure as far as the meaning of it goes. Hope I haven't lost you there. Bottom line is that everything, every little thing, has meaning. It pays off big time to be observant. There is a whole world of renewed experience hidden there in that one word, observe. It is certainly, or I have certainly found it to play a major part on the path homeward. When I say homeward, it's with a capital H. Homeward to me means into source, God, into divinity, however you see that. It's a funny word, since initially we associate it strictly with the body's sense of it, which is here's the body, and there is that body's home, its current place of residence. It's a given that I don't mean that, since I'm not the body. I just wear this body. It in no way defines who or what I am. So, homeward, what does it mean? I bet you get the sense of it there. I bet you feel it too. We are, in effect, a divine spark that has broken off from the fullness of divinity in order to have a 3D, a material experience. I won't say earthly, because we've been on many other planets and stars than this one. So, we're this spark, this light. Okay, there's a little break here. I just took a phone call, and it was so great. Someone I gave an energy treatment to was reporting back to me on the effect, and it was major for her. That is such a blessing, both for her and for me. I haven't been doing this sort of thing for long, but it just seemed a natural part of my path, and so I've started. Wow, what an effect. Okay, we're the light spark. The light with a capital L. We're not the body at all. No, not at all. Not one bit. That may maybe be a bit advanced for some, but just be open to it, to the possibility of it. Don't accept what you're not ready to accept. Just be in heart and keep an open, receptive state. That's best. I'm hearing Tom Kenyon's music within now. That one I did just play, his Immunity CD. It's great. You might want to Google Tom Kenyon, Kenyon, and check him out. His work using sound for healing. The Quantum K website also has some great sounds. There's always the better known ones, of course, like Goldman and so on. Sound is critically important in 3D, and we don't realize it initially. You can tell when someone is not aware of the power of sound, both by how they speak, the words they use, such as cursing and profanity, as well as by the music they listen to. Sound creates. It really is that simple. Sound creates. It thus behooves us to begin to at least look into this, to explore this area of awareness. It helps, too, to keep touching bases with your heart, with that center point where all knowledge resides, and where your best intuition originates. We do get gut feelings, and the various chakras will give us readings on things, on people, on energies. That which comes from the heart, though, is the purest and the best. It is not necessarily the heart chakra. Actually, not likely the heart chakra that I mean here. I don't really know what it is in a time and space sense, and a material, understandable, logical, sensible sense. It isn't that. It isn't on that dimension, do you see? It is something else. It is maybe not a thing at all in the typical sense of the word. It is perhaps not a space either. I don't know, and I don't care is about all I can report about that. I just know that there is a basic, foundational, fundamental connection with deep, deeper, even deepest reality, capital R, that can be made by setting the intent to go within the heart. Those are just words. What is the heart really? There is the physical organ. It's not that. There are actually two chakras called the heart. The main one is what most people call the heart chakra, the 12-petaled lotus. That is one, and it may be that, I don't know. Then there is another, less well-known heart chakra called the secret chamber of the heart. I've actually entered that one bodily once. At least that was the experience. I took the fullness of my consciousness in there. It was filled with a magical sort of light that was both golden and pink at one and the same time. Both colors could be seen together as one, yet each could also be individually distinguished. It is not a color we have a word for here in 3D. It is taught in the old mystery schools that the actual spark of divinity, an actual flame, a spiritual fire, resides on an altar here in this secret chamber within. Some also teach that this is the place we go to make contact with the higher self. I really don't know. I know of these things and the other major chakras, of course, and even some other chakras as well. We have more of the major chakras as our DNA is being rebundled, reassembled from the etheric back into the physical as we are going through these times of the acceleration of energy. We have additional chakras above the head that begin to come online. But I am not a chakra person, a teacher of things esoteric. They are fine, and I have no problems with believing this, but that is not where I'm coming from. I'll let other people teach this. That's where I'm getting my initial instruction on those things anyway. Realistically, we all teach one another. No one knows or should try to teach everything. Let each follow her heart, and this won't become an issue. Okay, this is going on long, so let me sort of summarize. There is a centering space or place, for lack of a better word. Remember, the words are just hints, just indicators or pointers. Please don't get lost in them. They are meaningless, really. They just point to something. So, there is a sort of space that exists in some way, on some dimension, or maybe not, for it is really a junction point of all dimensions. and this is accessible in all of us. It is our birthright, really. It is closer to who and what we are than any body or mind ever dreamed of being. But don't get lost in that either. Just know that somewhere in the center of your chest, about midway between the breasts, is a point seemingly deep within the center of the body that can be accessed. This is the ultimate power point. This is what I refer to when I say center down or enter the heart. This is the place and space of all knowing. Better than this, with words, I cannot do right now. Thank you, and God bless.